Well, hello there, hi and hello, and hi and hello and hello. Okay, so normally these daily fit videos kind of start out for men, sometimes crotchy, and then they move back, and then they very stiff as they move around. I'm sort of modifying that because, damn it, I got to be different, right? So if you don't know, now I'll explain it to you. I like the daily fit videos, and like everybody else, I've been doing those short ones where you reveal yourself and what you're wearing and your top, your pants, your shoes, or whatever. If you've got eyes on or a hat, and you spin or does something in it. It's just all gotten to a point where it kind of bores me, especially with people's choices. So I'm making little mini movies and discussion. I'm making videos that are going to be 5 and 10 minutes, some of which will expand into longer things that I will then share on my blog. And as you people interact with me on the blog, I will then sell individual pieces to you that you say, oh, I liked that, whatever you did, this, that was selvage denim, selvage denim little tote bags that you were making. Remember those? I still have these that can be folded inside. See the design here. Okay, there. And then, lo and behold, and this will continue on as they evolve, you can flip them out inside out, or that was actually inside out, as you know, for these. And now we've got something that is double-sided. So this damn thing, there we go. And what I will do is make these little videos where instead of me just hammering you about the hell I'm wearing you that day, one little, like I said, a 5-10 minute discussion, and then there may be up to 2 or 3 that I do in a day, whereas just one will be the one that you see, and then you go to the blog and get to see the full shebang or whatever else is going on. Why am I doing that? Style is very personable. And style is very personal. Hopefully you are personable. I want to welcome everyone to their Monday, and I hope you're having an awesome, fulfilling start to your week. What am I wearing thus far? Premium cotton, sorry about that. Premium cotton blue jeans that I have colored the hell out of to make them my own. Because, like I always say, write your own narrative, and I like the vibe and energy of these as they are. Oops, that didn't fall down. And more fascinating on top is the Waffle shirt. What do I mean? Look at the construction. You can see that there. It's called a waffle shirt because it does look like a waffle. And it's a military garment, like so many of men's clothing, inspired by the military. U.S. military does not wear these anymore, but something very similar for cold weather gear. And why is it got those little holes and constructed that way? Obviously for circulation and breathability, heating and cooling. It allows, it was moisture wicking before moisture wicking was a high-tech thing. Yeah, this design, kind of like the t-shirt itself, is technical clothing from the turn of the century, 19th to 20th century. And that is sort of a big deal, I think, with heritage clothing people. And heritage clothing crowd gets a lot wrong and they get a lot right. Like they ignore this waffle basic stuff, but they won't shut up about loop wheel cotton t-shirts, which of course, and it is a premium cotton version. It's sewn on a loop wheel, and so when you make a t-shirt out of it, the t-shirt can hold its shape longer, and it's an older version, kind of like selvage denim. Okay, and these, of course, my highly modified Brave Stars. As you see, that's selvage denim. Selvage denim is made a specific way when it's sewn, from going from cotton to woven into denim. Loop wheel cotton t-shirts are an older premium version of the t-shirt. And so the praise for that is justified as long as they started out with higher quality cotton, premium cotton in the first place. And that's something that a lot of your online internet wannabe influencers neglect to mention. They just suggest something that's very expensive, practically overpriced, made in some foreign country by some company you never heard of. Sometimes you have, like Loro Piano. I trust and believe in Loro Piano and without a doubt. But a lot of times they're selling you a bill of goods because it just, I don't know, it makes them feel special. But like denim, if you go far enough back, and all you do is go back to the 1970s and 60s, all denim was selvage denim because that's just how you made it. And so online, you don't hear that. You just hear, you've got to go to Japan and get this Japanese premium. And I'm not taking anything away from what the Japanese have done with denim, and especially selvage denim. They have made sure that it is a premium product from start to finish, from the highest type of cotton to how they then turn the cotton into yarn, the best techniques, the oldest techniques, and then that yarn, how they spin that yarn, which is of course the selvage denim process, and then turn it into some amazing pieces. But that being said, thrifting, you can go to the right thrift store and find a pair of Levi's from 1970. It's selvage denim. I don't know what you're going to pay for those, but the same thing with t-shirts and all this, you know, loop-wheeled yarn shirts and everything, because of course there's a modern sort of wannabe, not really luxury, but definitely premiumized or upmarketed variation of both with your selvage denim and your loop wheel spun t-shirts. And I'm not taking anything away from those businesses, but I will say this. At that point, I'm like, okay, I know I can go on eBay or some platform and find something for about that same price or half that price or whatever, for 50, you know, for t-shirts that are wheel constructed. It's just the older method, and eBay's got that stuff all day for $50, $60, $70, whereas, you know, some people want you to pay $400 or $500 or more for them from the company that they're trying to turn into this thing. And that's just so strange to me, because as a regular consumer, you don't have access to the type of cotton that they start out with, or knowledge on how, you know, the quality level of that cotton. So with cotton things, it's you know, including selvage denim, it's just, you're going on the reputation of, you know, the company and whoever's telling you about it and advising you for it, you know. But that is a long discussion, I know. But this is extremely comfortable. This is, of course, a double RL Ralph Lauren version, and it is lighter than the old military other versions that I have come across. And I am a big fan of it. And it's just now sort of coming into its own as far as a piece of comfort clothing that I wear. So I'm extremely casual today for the purpose of introducing you to these videos, you know, because I don't, like I said, I don't want to do the standard move back, you know, crotch shot and spin around or whatever. I want each of my videos to be more of like a discussion, that the discussion will then lead into something that I'm wearing that connects to a point, you know. And I'm not the first person to do that. I just think that that's just has more value for your time, assuming you had the time to listen to all my, you know, my babbling. And if you're like, hey, you babble too much, yeah, you're right. Also, I need more friends. So my outfit today is my variation on the classic American jeans, t-shirt, and leather jacket. And of course, when I put all this shit on, it's not going to be incredibly innovative, but it won't be quite jeans, t-shirt, and leather jacket as you've seen before, because I'm not even wearing boots. I'm wearing, you know, freaking like $20 freaking or $30 Wally World disposable loafers that have proven to be more than disposable. So I've got two leather jackets here. And did you go to my blog and see the whole, is it leather, is it not leather thing? Because I'm going to do that. I'm going to start doing that more frequently. I am. I think that was really cool, where I had a 3 or 4 leather jackets. If you didn't see it, I'll do it again soon. Because this is the secondary prototype of my version of, I need to continue to modify this. That's a great thing about when it's your own prototype that you made. You can continue to mess with it all you want. I can tear this all apart, rip it all, you know, and start over from jump. Or just modify it so that, you know, because now there's some of the lines that I don't like and some of the lines that I do, but the great thing about this is that this is my first example of jeans, t-shirt, leather jacket, and so now we do the crotchy thing. Right? This is the normal thing where it starts out about this area, and then the person walks back. And see, I'm not even wearing boots. The boots are right here up against the wall, you know, and then spins around. I'm just going to give you the profile. And yes, a true grizzly style jacket has the front and back, but mostly grizzly styles. It just depends. And so if you don't know, now you know. This is the part of the video, and yeah, we're at 11 minutes, but you know, grizzly jackets were popularized 2026. So grizzly jackets were popularized 126 years ago. That's when they first kind of really became a thing. The logic being, it's good enough for animals to have their fur on the outside of the hide. It's leather, real leather. You can see the ring. It's looking like a horse. Then it's good enough for humans, and it leaves this interior area for more flexibility and maneuverability instead of just packing on heavy weight at that time, layers for warmth up against you. And it works remarkably well because you seem to have more flexibility, especially when I get to the nice premium one that I've bought and paid for. But this is my rough, put together by my own hands, very rough. Like, I'm not even really ready to show it to people face to face until I do some more modifications. But as far as, this is very cool because I've chosen a black, I think it was an LL Bean leather jacket originally, tore it up, and then this is actual, I can't remember what this is. Of course, colored, it's real, 100% real, dead animal, it's a real fur, and just put it on these panels. And when I'm done with these, of course, these will be called a terry jacket because I actually don't want to do the collars like a real grizzly jacket. And if there's areas where I'm gonna get fur where it's skin or whatever, I'm gonna put that on the jacket anyway for decorative reasons. Like there's a lot on the back I won't show you, but there'll be some key features, differences between my variation on this and what I'm about to show you, which is a brilliant piece, a professionally made grizzly jacket by some artisans that are just chef's kiss awesome. But so when it comes to, you know, fit number 1, there you go. And you haven't seen this before because again, high quality cotton jeans made by a premium maker with just a pair of freaking loafers, you know. And instead of a t-shirt, the waffle thing untucked. And so the definition of jeans, t-shirt, and leather jacket has been met, but doing this completely my version because you're not interesting when you just wear somebody else's uniform all the time and then try to act cool, call yourself some sort of badass. And I think that these I constantly have to, but that's constantly have to roll the sleeves up, and that's true with all or most of my long sleeved garments. Okay. And of course, this is the first of a series of beautifully made calfskin, sheep, yeah, grizzly jackets made by people who actually know what they're doing, not dumbasses like myself. This thing, and it's incredibly flattering, stretching, and even with, I mean, look at that. Because this is so flattering and so fitted and done, by the way, I'm trying to recommend these guys. The jacket was done just via communication over social media, but it fits so well that even with this, my version of, you know, t-shirt jeans, I look like a freaking rock star. Check it out, check the fit. Tell me you have not seen this on one of those cheesy, some fashion magazine, I mean, a silhouette, you know, fashion magazine, or those celebrity shows, TMZ and Entertainment Tonight and all that other stuff. It's the whole, and this isn't me. I mean, yeah, I chose, this is all me, the jeans and the t-shirt, but the cut and quality of this grizzly jacket is fucking amazing. And you can rock it with different accessories. It's different things and not be wrong. Okay. This works. I'm an actual military veteran, and so this is something yeah. That. And I'm not even gonna change out of the t-shirt. You know, of course, I've got to rock one of these because, of course, color match. All I'm missing with this is a scarf. But you can't tell me that this is tacky. It is kind of weird. You want kind of, you know, okay. There we go. But all that to say, when you start out, there we go. When you start out with the right beginnings, the right ingredients, the right, just the right foundations. And again, this is a premium piece right here. Nothing else I'm wearing I would consider premium, even though my jeans are Brave Star Selvage. Actually, these are the Selvage denim jeans that I've modified. I love these. I'm gonna have regular, of course, Selvage jeans that aren't, you know, been through the ringer, but I love these for the big middle finger that they send to the right people. But when you start out with the right foundations, it's very easy to rockstar-ify your ass. And so, like I said, this video is approaching 20 minutes, it's fine. That's just how this is gonna be as an intro thing. I hope you watch the whole thing, because I'm gonna start leaving clues into these videos for people who watch the entire things. And I will have individual one-on-one pieces that I make for sale. Jackets like this that I buy, jeans that I do like this, that when we start a dialogue and they're like, hey, you know what? I saw you do that, you rock that. It was just gross, it was amazing. I need that, it was sick. It was just disgusting. I need to have that in my life. What do you do me for that? And then I'm not gonna send the damn thing to you for free, but you might end up with something totally cool for next to nothing that is absolutely unique. And isn't that the real, and well made, handmade by somebody, and isn't that the real definition of luxury? Peace.